Good morning from sunny Chiang Mai. So, what am I thinking today? Well, after leaving the UK in February and traveling to Asia for the very first time, one thing that really kind of shocked me, and it still does to this day, is how much of a bubble I lived in when I was in the UK. And don't get me wrong, I've traveled, I've been on 2-week holidays here, there, and I don't want to say everywhere because that's just not true. But you know, you don't really get to learn about a place or experience the culture until you spend a long period of time there. And like, there's a big difference between a 1-week holiday in Spain versus, say, living in Ho Chi Minh City for 3 months, which is what I did. And I was on my startup accelerator there, and I really got a sense of the people. I got to understand the way of the people, if you like, and can speak more about Vietnam because it's a very special place. I feel a lot of culture, obviously a lot of history. So yeah, highly recommend visit Vietnam. It's an awesome place. Now, one thing that a vision that I had, preconceived vision, that's the word, was that the Western world is a lot more, let's say, developed. And I want to be careful in terms of the words I use here. And I was kind of shocked to actually learn that in many ways, places like Vietnam and Thailand are very much more developed than the UK. The weather's certainly more developed, that's for sure. And that's not hitting on the UK at all. I love the UK. I love our culture in many ways. And that's the other thing. You do kind of realize that countries and systems all have pros and cons. So whether that's a national health service like the UK, or private medical, you know, whether that's a pro or con, let you decide. But you really do start to kind of see that countries work because they have systems, but the systems have pros and cons. And I guess most people are governed by where they're born, the system that they're domiciled to. So yeah, I just want to share that because it was something that I had within me, that some of these Southeast Asian countries aren't developed, but it's simply just not true. And I would urge anyone in their lifetime to travel to Southeast Asia. It's so cool.